Hello everyone and welcome to the AOR Classic Christmas Cup. We're here for round 2 in Britain, aka Silverstone. In case you don't know, my name is J. Cole. I am currently joined by RJW, who we are both commentating over these guys for today. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello.
So obviously, if we go back to yesterday's race in Belgium, I believe Lee was the one that had won the race. Let me just double check. Yeah, so Lee was the one that managed to take home the win. So he's currently in the lead of the Christmas Cup. We've got Flying Thing that took second place. Yeah, Nexus finished in third, Car Alex in fourth, Bankai in fifth, Schnixel in sixth, Casper in seventh, Frandy in 8th, B Colt in 9th, and rounding out top 10 was Mr. Robin. Of course, this is brought to you by Elgato and Hype Energy, so big shout out to those guys as well. I think we are all ready to go. I believe everyone is in the lobby, so gents, whenever you guys are ready, we can get this show on the road. Already have quite a few people in the chat as well. Tam, good to see that the second and third best commentators in our team taking us through this race. Thank you very much, Tam.
Nice for the confidence, that is.
It was a very good try. So, what do you know about these guys going into this race? Obviously, you and me, we've raced against Lee before.
Yeah.
And he is mighty quick. But do you know anyone else?
I've raced Francis. Francis is probably, I'd say Lee and Francis are not far off each other, but I'm not sure which way. The only other ones I know are JR Games and Bankai Bullets, who are they're decent drivers. They're very, very good. But
Yeah.
I don't really know much about these drivers. All I know, well, I know who got pole last week. That's about it. I don't even think. Is Shelley here? No, he's not. So.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Shelley's managed to join us for today in this race. And it doesn't look like NUFC was either, because I know he was in the race yesterday, but
Yeah, well.
not managed to join.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else was in that race. That's not here right now. I'm struggling, really.
So B Colt's just put in the chat, I'm drunk, I'm drunk, just so you know when I crash. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to go on board with him for probably the start of the race, depending on obviously who's on pole, because I think it's just a random grid order.
Yeah, I think it's random. Yeah.
And it's a preset only car setup.
Oh, okay. That could be very interesting then. As we actually are now loading in to Silverstone, if you didn't know by the title. So first round was at Spa, second is at Silverstone. I do not know about third, fourth and the fifth rounds. But when they are streamed, you will obviously find out. And I don't know when they are either. But how many cars was it? 15 on the grid? I want to say 15.
Yeah, 15.
Which is more than last week. So, yeah, quite a good turnout, to be fair. For a lot of people might not be able to make it. A lot of people home probably. the family. But
Yeah.
it's a fair play to the guys that have actually really challenged these cars to drive these classic cars. I want to say it's the 92 Williams they are driving today. Obviously, they drove the 72 Lotus last week. I can never tell if it's 72 or 79, but I think it's 72, and they are in the 92
On
Williams.
A formation lap.
Now, do I turn lap telemetry stuff on? I think.
I mean, it was a 25% race, so.
Yeah, 25%. It was the 79. Okay. It looked a bit like the like they look very similar. Yeah, they look very similar. But oh, actually, yeah, random grid order. We have Darados on pole, Pedro in second. That's a really weird on board, but okay. We have Jake in third, B Colt in fourth, Frandy Thompson in fifth, Casper in sixth, Schnitzel in seventh, Bankai Bullet in eighth, Car Alex in ninth, Crow Nexus in 10th, Flying Finn is in 11th, with last week's race winner Lee Finley in 12th. And we have JR Games in 13th. I'm just going to say Jesse. I'm going to go with Jesse. Jesse in 14th, and then VSR Francis in 15th place out of 15. 13 laps at Silverstone as the 25% with the formation lap on. No quali this week. I think there was qualifying last week.
I think what's happened is, I think it's actually a reverse grid order, because obviously Lee starting down in 12th, Flying Finn in 11th, Nexus in 10th. They were obviously the three winners, or they were the top three from yesterday's race.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I think it's just random, but we'll have to see as we go for the weird looking onboard on the Williams again. It's a big, it's like a parrot's beak. That's what I'm thinking of right now. But it's all I can think of when I see that. But we're gonna have to wait for Francis to get round, which he's not too far behind. But it's always helpful to get to the grid. But yeah, Francis starting in P15, and we're gonna have, the lights coming on now. Here we go, and we have 5 lights here at Silverstone, and away they go for round 2 of the Christmas Cup on PS4. Someone already on the grass, but Darados got a very good start there and leads us away into turn 1, 2 and 3. I'm trying to think. Bankai has made a very good start at the back, as Darados leads us through again. Jake is going up the inside of Pedro, and he makes that move. Is he going to hold it though? Into the next couple of corners. Let's go on board with them. Jake off the track slightly, but he keeps it. There's a lot of contact in the background, and there's someone round, and that is Frandy Thompson spinning at the back of the grid. And Pedro does actually keep Jake behind him there, so good defending from Pedro. But yeah,
it looked like Frandy got a really bad start. He's gone down 10 places. Obviously, he started in 5th, has now gone down to 15th. So I think he was the one that actually ended up spinning in the background there, coming onto the straight before Brooklands. As we've got, as I said, Darados is in P1, Pedro in P2, Jake P3, and B Colt in P4, all keeping their top 4 position. Casper has moved up to P5, Schnitzel moved up to P6. Car Alex into P7. Lee has moved up 4 places from 12th, now up into P8. So very good start from him. Nexus up into P9, and Bankai moving down 2 places into P10. But we have got a battle for 10th place. Looks like they're going to go 3 wide. They haven't managed to do so, but managed to keep it very clean between them. So
that's a really weird camera.
This is very good.
I'm on board with Flying Finn right now, but I'm not actually on the onboard. That's just broadcast camera as he tries to go up the inside of Bankai at the final corner. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 1, and Flying Finn can't make the move, but now he's going to get him surely on the exit of turn 1. Oh, someone's on the grass. That is JR Games, but Flying Finn does actually get through there. Very good overtake into turn 1.
I think Games has got a bit of front wing damage because he looks like he is struggling majorly. It just looks like he's got a lot of understeer coming out of every single corner. So I think he has got quite a bit of front wing damage.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt there. Bankai loses another position there to Francis as he tries to make his way up from 15th. He's already up to 11th, so he's done a decent job so far. But obviously more positions can be gained. Who else is on a bit of a charge? We're going to go on with Lee, see what he can do, chasing after Alex. I was going to say in the Williams, but obviously they're all in Williams. It's just a habit. Yeah, Lee really catching up. Oh, yellow flags in sector 2. I can't really... VSR Francis gets a penalty on lap 2 here, so... penalties around here are very easy to get as well. That's something we need to say. So we need to watch out for that, because that could be a game changer. Pedro's dropped to 6th place now, as he loses out to Alex, and now Lee is right on the back of him, and he just couldn't get through at the final corner. We're going to go on board with Lee, chasing after Pedro. Oh, Lee, yep, using all the track limit. He goes for a dive. And is he going to get this done? Not a good camera angle, not good camera angles at all. Oh, and Pedro sticks it back up the inside. Still not a good camera angle on Lee's car. Oh, and Pedro is forced off there. Pedro is forced off by Lee, but Lee still slightly behind as they come into... Which one is it? Brooklyn, I want to say. And Lee does actually get the move. Lee into 6th place now, so a very good start from him. And now chasing after Alex again, but it might not be over. Pedro is looking for it again, and he has to back out. Lee does go wide though. But saying that, Alex now closing up to the back. Oh, Francis is out of this. He's retired. I don't know where. If I can get an angle. I think that might be Cox.
On the fast right-hander.
Yeah, I think it might be Cox. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Cox.
A shame for Francis that we lose him from this race. Pedro still on the back of Lee as they are trying to close the gap to the top 5. And saying that, Darados has got a nice little gap at the front, and Jake gets a penalty. As I said, penalties could be absolutely crucial around here. Because that middle sector is so easy to slightly extend the track limits or slightly just like cut them. But yeah, not very many moves going on at the moment. They're really staying in formation. But actually saying that, Casper now closing back up to B Colt, and he's got a decent run. I don't think he's close enough yet, but yeah, this is the one to watch out for in the next couple of laps.
It is indeed, and actually, just going on board with Pedro, I don't know if he's got a bit of front wing damage or not. Yeah, he's gone very wide, but so did Lee. Because Pedro's lost out 5 places. He's obviously started in 2nd place, now down into 7th. So I don't know if he's had a bit of a problem or if, for whatever reason, he's just, well, everyone else has just been a bit quicker. I'm honestly not too sure. But Lee obviously making a really good start, up 6 places now from starting in 12th place. And he's now trying to catch up to the guys up ahead in 5th. I think that's through to 2nd place. As it looks like Jake has also caught up to Davidos. Obviously DRS not being a thing in these classic cars. But that's not to say that they can't still catch up, as Jake does do the fastest lap. Never mind, as I say that, Alex does the fastest lap. And again, the Flying Finn now
Flying
does the
Finn.
fastest lap. So
Saying that.
everyone obviously showing that they are still improving on their lap times as the Finn goes down the inside of
Oh.
Nexus. Has he managed to get the move done? He's managed to get the move done. So very well done to the Flying Finn for getting that one done, as he now is trying to chase down Pedro for P7.
Yeah, I think he set that fastest lap while being overtaken, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, he does make his way back past Nexus anyway. But yeah, the field is starting to really spread out, except from these top 5 really, who are very, very close together. As Alex is now closed back right up to the back of Casper, who is falling back a little bit, but Alex now into Maggots, Beckett and Chapel for the 5th time already, nearly halfway through the race already here. And Alex has got a decent run. Has he got enough of a toe to gain on Casper into Stowe? No, he hasn't.
Like it.
And he has to stay behind again. It's not really benefiting Lee too much. Lee isn't gaining quite as much as we would have thought. While these guys are jostling for position. But he isn't falling back, so watch out. Finn, actually, saying that, Flying Finn ahead of Pedro now, onto the back of, well, trying to chase down Finley for P6. So yeah, good comeback drives from Lee and Flying Finn after their starting positions. Who is
currently? I'm on board with Casper at the moment. He's right on the back of B Colt, and it just doesn't look like B Colt is trying to let him through. Oh, he's almost just parked it on the apex, and
Alex.
yeah,
well.
Casper's finding it very difficult.
Oh, they've made contact, and is Alex going to get both of them? No, there's contact, major contact. And is that, who was that round? That was Casper.
Casper's round.
Casper's round, and now Alex is side by side with B Colt, who runs a bit wide, and Lee is right there now. Lee is right in the thick of it. 4P, this is about for P3, and Finn isn't too far behind as well, so this could be a massive battle now. So it is a shame for Casper now dropped to 11th with that contact. But here goes Alex on B Colt down the straight. Is he going to get it around the outside? He's going to stick it round. I think he's going to get forced out there. Yeah, he's going to get forced out. Oh, here goes Alex on the outside.
Oh, Lee goes down the inside.
Lee contact there at the chicane, but Alex is going to get in front of B Colt. But they're going to be side by side again into turn 1. Who's going to hold the line? Alex is going to keep it. But this is not a good camera angle to be at all. Let's go on board with, let's go on Alex's camera angle. Much better. And yeah, Flying Finn is right there now. Flying Finn is right there with these 3 as they battle it out for 3rd. And this is really allowing the top 2 to get away. Jake really not falling off the back of Darados. Yeah, 4 seconds ahead of these 4 now. And it's really benefited him a lot. Obviously, classic cars doesn't really follow the norm of the modern spec cars. People that are quick in the modern spec might not necessarily be the quickest in the classic, so it can throw a few names in the hat that we didn't expect. But I know Lee is quite good in these classic cars. But actually saying that, Jake now closing back up to Darados again. It's now only 7 tenths as we come. Well, we're already halfway through this race actually. 7 laps will be completed at the end of this, and Lee is going back. Well, going around the outside of Bolt. Is he gonna? Well, Colt. I said Bolt then. B Colt has been overtaken by Lee, and Flying Finn also trying to overtake him. There's contact, but I don't think there's any damage. I didn't see anything come off. But now Flying Finn really on the back of B caught now. So again, Flying Finn trying to follow Lee through as he goes to the outside. The switch. Is he going to hold it? Yeah, surely. And Flying Finn is up into 5th place. Very good move from him into turn 3s and turns 3 and 4.
Indeed, it was a great move from the Flying Finn on B Colt, obviously managing to get that move done. It looks like B Colt is also struggling. I don't know whether he's maybe got a bit of front wing damage or is just not used to driving in these classic cars, but again, we've got to talk about him. Lee going up 8 places now, starting in P12. The same with the Flying Finn. He's gone up 6 places, and Alex. Podium in Spa yesterday, and now it looks like they're all again in Silverstone, and they look like they're doing a blinding job of it so far. Like I said, Beacott looks like he's struggling. He is keeping up with the Flying Finn, so it'd be interesting to see what happens, as Jake is also now right on the back of Davidos. It's a battle for the lead. Looks like it's starting to heat up a bit more as JR Games picks up a 3-second time penalty as well, down in 13th position.
Yeah, I've just been watching Jake for the last lap, and he has been right up Davidos' tail for the whole entire lap. And he gets a penalty saying that. Jake gets a penalty. Going wide out of turn 1. I don't know about Davidos, but that could be a crucial penalty, and it could allow Alex to actually take 2nd here, if he doesn't have any penalties. But these two are not backing down at all. Still, well, they're not extending the gap, but they're not losing it. And yeah, they are. I reckon 2 more laps, and these two will be battling very, very hard to stay in front of the other. Yeah, not only real on-track battles other than that right now. But I think, actually, Frandy Thompson just got past JR Games for 12... Well, JR Games got past Frandy Thompson for 12th place. Not many points, though, but... hey-ho. But as you can see, there's Alex in the background there, as they come through the exit of Chapel. Yeah, and within the 3 seconds now, so this now is race critical for Jake. If he wants to hold on to this podium, he really has to push right now, really, to get anywhere.
It looks like he's doing exactly that, as he is still on the back of Davidos. Just having a look at their penalties as well. Jake obviously has the 3-second time penalty, but Davidos only has 1 warning. Okay. So Davidos still in the lead, and Jake is managing to sort of keep that gap between him and Alex to around 3 seconds, but it does look like Alex is starting to gain on him a little bit. Jake now obviously he's right on the back of Davidos. This is probably going to be his best opportunity that he can get, but he would need to do an extreme dive bomb down the inside, which he isn't going to do, which is completely understandable, but may try a cut back in Brooklyn, maybe not. No. Didn't manage to get that done, but it looks like there's a battle for P4. Lee and the Flying Finn. Flying Finn is right on the back of Lee now as they're about to come into cops. Oh, they're not going to go side by side.
Oh no.
They're going to go side by side.
Flying Finn. Oh my god.
Oh, this can only end badly. Oh, they're going side by side. Maggots and Beckett's as well. As
Lee's ahead.
Lee just retains it. Just retains it, but the Flying Finn is going to have. It looks like he's going to have a lot better of a run than Lee on this back straight. So we'll see what happens with these guys now. As it does look like it remains that Lee is going to stay in P4 for now.
Yeah, I haven't really. Yeah, I've been watching that battle, but saying that Jake now right on the back of Davidos again, understeering a lot out of turn 1, really struggling in the dirty air of Davidos. But short now down the straight, he is very. I don't know. I think he was close to last lap. I don't think he's close. He's definitely not close enough this lap to go for a move. There's only 2 laps left after this, so we're getting right to the end of the race, and at the moment it looks like Darados is going to win this, but saying that, Alex is really not out of this, closing up rapidly, now only 2 seconds behind, so as it stands he will be taking second unless penalties come in, more penalties come into play, but Flying Finn now right on the back of Lee again as we come through Agate and Beckett's, and he's closed right up through Chapel. This could be a great opportunity for the Flying Finn down the hanger straight.
Oh, he's
Here
gaining on him. He is gaining on him.
Round the outside, no, he backs out. But who's going to get the better exit? No, nothing doing there. So it stays as it is between 4th and 5th. Oh, Jake, yeah, right on the back again of Darados through turn 1. But is he close enough now? He's still.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we've got Lee and Flying Finn going side by side into turn 3. Flying Finn having the inside line, but Lee is going to have the inside line back again. Manages to keep the move done, but it looks like Flying Finn is going to be coming back on him. He's got a much better run, a lot more traction out of that corner, but I don't think he's managing to get it done. Coming up into Brooklands though, I think they're going to go side by side again as Lee goes around the inside to defend. He's going to try to cut back onto Lee. Hasn't managed to get the move done still. Lee defending really hard, but it is working out for him. But that is allowing Beacock to stay right on the back of these two. So Beacock could still come into play with these two, as they're going to go side by side again into Cop. Not managing to do so, and he's run wide, so let's give it to Beacock the opportunity. Beacock moving back up into P5.
Ooh, very close.
Very, very close.
And look at this, Flying Finn right on the back of Beacle, and he's going to try and overtake him down the hanger straight now. He doesn't have it quite in the straight line. Around the outside, does he have it? No. Beacock stays ahead of Flying Finn.
He's been really running wide in that corner. A lot of the, nearly every single time I've spectated him, just looks like a corner that he's just been struggling with majorly.
Yeah, obviously this battle is important for Flying Finn as he goes for it now on the brakes against Beacock, and he does get it done. So he's up into P5 now, and he's got 3/4 of a lap to try and catch up with Lee again. Saying that Jake now right on the back of Darados, and he went for it, and Alex is right there. Oh, and Lee's made a mistake. Lee's made a mistake, and Flying Finn is up into P4. I don't know what happened there for Lee. He's lost about a second there on the straight, so don't know what happened. But Alex is now in this battle for the lead. If anything happens between the top two, he is there to mop up. Obviously, it is pretty much set that unless a penalty right now, Alex will take second off Jake, as there is no penalty. And now Jake, really, this is last chance saloon. Does he go for it? He does, and he can't make it. And Darados goes wide, but he keeps the position. And now Jake, I think this is going to be it. I think this is going to be how it finishes, as Darados comes through the final corner to cross the line in first at Silverstone, and Alex does jump up to second with Jake in third.
Really sorry to interrupt you. The Lee and Flying Finn went side by side over the line, and Lee has managed to just keep P4. I was just watching that battle as they were coming across the line, and they were just side by side throughout the end, down the hanger straight, going into the final chicane as well. Very good battle between these two. Obviously, Lee, as I said, moving up from 12th up into 4th place. Flying Finn from 11th up into 5th place as well. Oh, really good battle between those two. As we wait for Frandy and Jesse to come over the line. It was a very good race.
Yeah, I have to say, a superb drive from Darados to win that, and especially also from Alex to take second and actually be in the fight for the lead right at the end. And also, who else is there? Lee and Flying Finn from where they started to where they finished. I don't know how many positions that is. I think it's 8, maybe, positions each. But yeah, very good drive from all of them. And Jake, unfortunate with the penalty, but very good drive from him as well.
Also unfortunate with what happened to Casper being, as they were 3 wide, as they came out of Brooklands, and then, don't know, just looked like a little tap had happened, and then that was it. He just went round.
Yeah.
So, very unfortunate from Casper. But as we look at the podium now, obviously, as I said, congratulations to Davidos for winning in Silverstone for the Classic Christmas Cup. Very well done to him indeed for that one. Along with Alex and Jake in P3. So obviously finishing up with the results, you had Davidos in P1, Alex in P2, Jake in P3, Lee in P4, the Flying Finn up into P5, Pedro to P6, next is P7, B Colt down in P8 from penalties, so very unfortunate from him. Bankai down in the P9, and round out the top 10 was Schnitzel in P10. Again, unfortunate for what happened with Caspar. Managed to get back up to P11 at least though. Games down into P12. Frandy in P13, Jesse down in P14, and our only non-finisher was Francis down in P15. As you saw, lost it at Cops.
Yeah. Do you want to round us out?
Yeah, no worries. So, thank you guys very much for watching the Silverstone Grand Prix. As I said, the Classic Christmas Cup. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not too sure obviously what is the next race. I don't know if there is going to be another race, or I think that might be next weekend. The next race will be. But again, huge congratulations to Davidos for winning in Silverstone. Obviously Alex getting P2 and P3 for Jake. Any final words on the race?
Oh, not really.
No? Fair enough. As I said, we'll see you guys next time for whichever Grand Prix it will next be in the Classic Christmas Cup. Thank you guys for watching.